Meditations on Leadership by Amr A. Zeki. Be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. John Wooden. What is a leader? This is a topic of much discussion, especially in the modern era. Books and articles ad nauseum have been written about leadership, and many seminars have been delivered on this topic of what it takes to become a leader. The simplest definition is leaders inspire others to change while also serving the core needs of their group. This was John Wooden's style, one of the most revered coaches in the history of American sports. A basketball coach of legendary ability, he was famous for his simple but inspirational messages to his players. As the above quote illustrates, his message to players was as powerful on the court as it was off the court in the rest of life. One central question is, are leaders made or born? Much of the literature seems to indicate a leader can be groomed, that is, this stuff can be taught. However, in common everyday interactions, there seems to be some confusion, consternation, and presumption when it comes to the characteristics of a true leader. Not everyone seems to agree on what good leadership looks like, and there is some danger it can deteriorate into a popularity contest or being the nicest one in the bunch. In truth, this is a vast topic that cannot be thoroughly dealt with in the format of a brief editorial. However, what is addressed here reflects both a personal perspective and conceptual overview worth considering. While the attributes of leadership can be taught, the deeper character of the individual is what is most important, and this is not easily taught, or can be taught at all. Yet, one can reasonably argue that there is a particular context that fosters the development of a good leader, and within this, there are a few cardinal and desirable qualities in no particular order. Number 1. Anyone can become a leader under the right conditions. Number 2. Leadership requires active learning and takes time to evolve, allowing the leader to adapt. This requires patience and fortitude. Thus, an effective leader is committed to the long term, not just the short term. 3. Leadership arises naturally from the inside and moves out into the world. Leaders have a vision that inspires others. 4. A good leader has empathy and is a good listener. He serves the needs of his people first and foremost, and is ultra trustworthy and deserving of genuine respect. He protects and maintains his group like a family. 5. A genuine leader cares deeply about his work, has real substance as an individual, and is authentic regardless of circumstances. 6. Strong leaders are good teachers, articulate communicators, and faithful coaches. 7. Leaders break the rules and make better ones. They reshape the world around them. Good leaders have insights that go beyond the prevailing wisdom because they see farther. 8. Good leaders recognize worthwhile opportunities but are humble enough to know luck plays a role and will admit mistakes. 9. One should not aspire to be a leader for selfish reasons, as this would subvert the very spirit of authentic leadership. 10. A leader must rise up naturally, organically, and never out of any desire for personal gain. Ulterior motives that primarily fulfill personal interest nullify the leader's legitimacy and sincerity, which collapses the stated vision. The intention behind any action is as important, if not more important, than the action itself. 11. The vision of a leader should manifest naturally out of either some innate quality or need, or external need that the leader's community or society has. 12. A leader does not conform his vision to fit the whims of others. However, a good leader will listen and consider opposing views. Those who do not agree will not resonate with the vision, i.e. mission, or the leader. 13. A leader naturally attracts people to his camp because they also understand and believe in his vision. Not all people will like the vision, but the ones who do become committed promoters of this vision and ultimately the group's mission. 14. A leader ceases to exist if his vision and ideas find no support in those around him. This leads to a quiescent period until people resonate with the idea, which would then create the circumstances that call for leadership, thus reanimating the leader to act. Through observation and life experiences, there seems to be a general pattern that illustrates an underlying paradigm. See Figure 1. For leadership to work, there must be a proper relationship between the leader's vision and the group or family being led. Ideally, the group both understands and supports the leader's vision. Box A, colored black. All other configurations are less desirable since they would not produce the most robust resonance or synergy needed to support effective leadership and ultimately good outcomes for the group. Understanding this landscape will allow the leader to win over those who understand the vision but are neutral, box E, or convince those who understand but do not support or oppose the vision, box C. Focusing one's energy on those who do not understand the vision but are supportive or neutral, boxes B and F respectively, has benefit but may not yield powerful engagement due to the importance of believing in the vision. A leader should spend the least amount of time and energy on those who neither understand nor support the vision, box D. Alternatively, and it cannot be overstated, great leaders not only have their own vision, but also have the ability to recognize and accept a worthwhile idea or vision promulgated by individuals within the group. In either case, the matrix described in Figure 1 is equally applicable. This paradigm highlights the fundamental importance of understanding the vision and, in turn, the mission of the group. Underlying this simple paradigm is the proper relationship between the leader and his people, much of which depends on the leader's good character and trustworthiness. The best leaders emerge naturally based on the needs of the group and accept their role reluctantly because they appreciate and understand the awesome responsibility it carries. In the end, as was so aptly put by John Wooden, it comes down to character, and not just what can be taught, but therein lies the critical balance.